All right, so I am live. All right, thank you very much, people, for joining me. This again is Military Guna TV, and as I said, I really do appreciate the effort you guys take to come and show my content some respect. And please remember to smash that like button and also hit the subscribe button if you want to join the military squad. Now we are building an unbiased platform. We are building a platform where we can have intelligent discussion about football in general and a better understanding of how the footballing world operates. This won't be a long one. I won't make it a long one. But what this stream is about, I want to highlight the under 24 squad that the Japan has announced to play against Jamaica. Also, we're going to touch a little bit on the Serbia squad as well because not many people know what these teams have, and a lot of people are not actually looking at what the preparation that these teams are already. But we have to bear in mind that these teams are already like yards away from us, like a millennium in years in advanced stage than us, because these clubs, these countries are actually competing in the World Cup and also we are trying to get where they are at. So we should bear that in mind as well. That approaching this relative time period or friendlies, we have to approach it with a lot of respect. Bear in mind that these teams are actually trying to build a foundation moving to the World Cup campaign that they are participating. So don't expect that these teams will be hearing how could I put it now? I don't believe that these teams will be putting out a weaker team because they do respect all competition. No, I want us as Jamaicans, Reggae Boy fans, to appreciate what we have and what we're trying to do and use the same mentality and approach the game in the same sense. But we're going to move across now and just a little bit of things on the Japan game. So they just announced on their official website that the game will be played on the 12th of June, 13:35. That's 1:35. But you have to bear in mind the time differential between Japan and also Jamaica. So set your timers, set your reminders about the time because I think it's like about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, Jamaican time, that the game will be played. Also, it is stated that it's subjected to change, which means that we have to keep check of that as well. Now, the Japan under 21 national team versus the Jamaica national team. The venue will be taking place at the Toyota Stadium, also called Aichi. Host and the Japan Football Association supervisory Aichi Football Association, also Japan National Football Team. Official sponsors are Karin Brewer Company Limited, Karin Beverage Company Limited as well. The Japan National Football Team official supplier is Adidas Japan KKK. And also where you can watch a match, you can watch this match and it will be broadcasted on the live on Nippon TV nationwide. Remember that name, Nippon, NIPPON TV nationwide. So remember that if you want to watch a game, that is where it will be aired. I'm not sure if it will be aired in Jamaica or on most TV platform, but I'm quite sure these are the platforms that Japan gave to us that it will be aired on. So if you want to see that game in particular, that is where you should go and you will see the game. But definitely a few notice points. The match will take place under strict measures to prevent the spread of the COVID-19 virus. The number of spectators will be decided according to the event policies of the local government. So that's what Japan has to as list out for us to see what us as fans can keep up to date on what is happening. But we're going to move on to have a look at the team itself and see what they are, the players that they are willing to use against us. We have to look at that. It is quite important that we know our opponents. No, I am not quite familiar with all the names because some of these players are playing actually in the J League. Most of these players are playing in the J League, but they do have quite noticeable player that are playing in European League as well, such as Kubo, Takefe Fusa Kubo, playing at Etafe on loan from Real Madrid. He's one of those players that we know, and also Sugawara, where he's playing at Elske Alkmaar But these are two noticeable players that are actually playing in the European stages or the European era of football. But we have to bear this in mind that these guys are not just youngsters, but these guys are actually playing for a quality team abroad. These guys are playing for a quality team abroad. So they do have a strong fixtures, they do have a strong setup. But what we're going to move on to now, as you guys can see, the Japan squad, that is a squad. That is a squad that we are likely to face at some point in time. Now we want to move over now. We get to understand that's the under 23 squad, people. Bear that in mind. This is the under 23 squad. Let's move over now to the next team, which I think let's move over now to the next team, which is Serbia, where I am not seeing a lot of people are talking about. I'm not seeing a lot of people talking about it. So we have to look at the team. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to look at Serbia's last game that they played, and we're going to see what they have and how they really stacked up. Now, this is Serbia. The last three games Serbia played was again, they defeated Ireland, they drew against Portugal 2-2, they defeated Ireland 3-2, they drew against Portugal 2-2, and then they defeated Azerbaijan 2-1. Now, this that I'm highlighting right here is actually the team that they field out against Portugal. And I want you guys to have a really, really good look at this team. I want you guys to have a really, really good look at this team and tell me what your thoughts about this team. Because personally, our team, I'm being honest, our Reggae Boy team that we have right now, the shortlisted team that we field out, cannot defeat this team that we're looking at right now. So we can hope and pray that they don't feel this type of team. We're talking about players that are playing for Ajax, Southampton, Panathinaikos, Fiorentina, Napoli, Lazio, Dusan Vlahovic, Mitrovic playing for Fulham, Stefano Mitrovic as well. So this is a quality team, a high-end product team. I'm talking about a team that we all know what they are capable of. We know exactly what they are capable of. Let's run through. But this is the last team that they field against Portugal, and they drew against Portugal. Let me run through the Portugal team so you guys don't think that it's anyone that these guys put out. We're talking about Ruben Dias, Joao Cancelo, Cedric Suarez, Bruno Fernandes, Danilo Pereira, Sergio Oliveira, Diogo Jota, Cristiano Ronaldo, Bernardo Silva. That is the team that they drew with. So let's move now to the team. In essence, you can look at the ratings for the team that they have, the players that they have. Now they sit in the World Cup qualifiers for the UEFA World Cup qualifying standing. They sit second on the table behind Portugal. They played 3 games. They only drew 1, and they won 2 of those games. And they are sitting on the table on 7 points. As you guys can see, scored 7 goals and concede 5. I think they can work on the amount of goals they concede. But we can bear in mind that they also concede against 2 against Ireland and 2 against Portugal. And Azerbaijan did score 1, in which I think it was a penalty. Now, let's run through some of the members of their squad. So they have Luka Jovic. I'm quite sure everyone knows Luka Jovic, former player of the Real Madrid team, moved from Eintracht Frankfurt back to Real Madrid, and then from Real Madrid back to Eintracht Frankfurt. Then now you know the top goal scorer in the Netherlands league, top league, Eredivisie. Dusan Tadic, one of the best strikers in world football right now. You also have the striker at Fulham, Mitrovic. Then now you have one of the top strikers for Fiorentina, one of the leading goal scorers in the Italian league as well, Dusan Vlahovic. Then at Panathinaikos, you have Zivokovic, and then I'm talking, these are abundance. Also, Eintracht Frankfurt, Kostetic, Hertha Berlin, Radenovic. We also have from Porto, Grich. These are quality players, people. And also from Etafe, Maskintovic. So Rakic of Valencia. People, we're talking about a quality team. Torino, Lukic, Sevilla, Gudic, Goodilt, my bad. Sorry about the pronunciation. These names are quite difficult to call. But Milinkovic at Fiorentina as well, one of the players that Arsenal were linked with, a defender, left-footed defender as well. But we are talking about a quality team that we will be playing against. We have to bear that in mind. This is a serious team, and this is the team that they have. So I have to be honest. I doubt we will definitely win this one. Let me run through some of the comments before I finish off here. Big up IMAX. Quality players agreed. Exactly. This is a quality team. These are players this team consists of I think it's 95% of the team are players playing in top European teams. Players playing in top European teams, 95% of the team. Big up, Chris. Thank you for coming in. The Japan team is a top team. Exactly. So we are potentially looking at teams that we know that will cause us problems. Theonira, big up, bro. Thank you for coming in as well. Serbia is a very strong team as well. Guys, smash the like button. Christmas said only some Jamaicans are delusional. We have the most USL players. We have most USL players. How they compete with professional footballers who are playing at top level every week. This is, for me personally, I will not say that Jamaica will beat the Serbia team or even the Japan team. These are quality teams. These are teams that are playing in the World Cup on a World Cup or a yearly World Cup basis, in which every 4 years these guys are participating. So we can't say that we have players playing the USL. Yes, we can say that we think that they are the best. We think that they are the best. But when you look at players in the such as Dusan Tadic, when you look at a player such as Tadic, you know the quality that we'll be going up against. So this is the reason why I opt to do this stream, to give you guys a better understanding of the direction and what we want to do. So all the Reggae Boy fans who feel comfortable and okay with the squad that we have and stating that this squad can get the job done, think about it, people. Really think about it, because we're talking about a Serbia. We're going to be facing a Serbia team with all these quality players. And we're going to play them in a friendly. Now, these two games are a landmark. I should have put it a landmark for the level that we are at. Yes, we can say that we have better players, quality players to come in. But when you look at these players, these are the players that they will be feeling out, because they want the cohesiveness, they want the togetherness to move forward with the entirety of the team. So this is the direction that these guys are going. So these are the countries that we should be emulating and how they function. I listened to an interview yesterday. I'm trying to remember the channel. I'm not sure if it's 876 Stream. They did an interview with Martin Davis. I don't want to quote wrong. They did an interview with Martin Davis, and he said that it is crucial that the footballers in the local league go abroad and get that experience abroad, because when you go abroad, that is where you really come and grow into what your full potential as a football player. So we have to respect that. That's the element of football that we have to respect. And I do think that we will face a lot of problems playing these two teams, but we can also use it as a landmark for where we want to go and how we can evaluate the team that we actually shortlisted. Because for me, I think that was a very poor team, but we'll see how that one goes. Big up Tactical TV for coming in. Tactical said, Japan team is good, Jamaica might not beat them. I don't think we'll beat them. I'm being honest, I don't think we'll beat them. We have a chance of playing a good game. I want to see good accountability on the pitch. Every player giving their all and fighting for the cause. That's what I want to see. I won't say that we'll beat them, but in the game of football, anything can happen. But we have to be realistic. These guys are ahead of us in the development stage of a nation, and also on the footballing level. These guys are calling players coming in from Europe, from the top teams in Europe, and we're calling players from the USL. I'm not slating our players, but we will see how it goes on the day, because football is also played on the pitch. Theonir said, military, I just watched Japan versus Ivory Coast, the old friendly match from like a couple of months ago. And would you know who scored? Suzuki the same Suzuki that could play for Jamaica. But okay, no, but remember now, the so-called Suzuki and Honda was a big thing talking point in the Japan football era when they were reigning, when those two guys were reigning. Everyone was speaking about Suzuki and Honda. So tactical. I think the JFF should get players in Europe. Players in the league like Jamaica and USA doesn't bring a lot of quality. No, and there is actually a bit of limitation to it as well. We can say yes, they do have quality, but there's a level of limitation to what they have to offer, and we have to respect that. It doesn't matter what we think. It doesn't matter what our personal opinions are. We have to respect that. We have to respect that. But the Jamaican Football Federation refused him, and I remember a lot of commentators, because when I commenters, okay, when I first heard about Suzuki was from Simon Preston. Really? Well, we'd have to check the background on that and see how that one goes. Chris Smith said JD and military. I was watching tactical. The USA squad came out. I don't see a USL player in their team. It's a couple MLS player. It's mostly European players. I think actually when you look at it, the likes of Andre Blake is more likely the player to make the squad, and then now Corberg as well, strong contender. But from the USL, I have to be honest, I think you will see the like of Lambert, because if we don't sort out the defensive midfield era of our team, that is where you might see Lambert coming in, and that's literally possibly the only way. But if not, I think that is how it is. Tactical said, I heard Japan under 23 team gave Jamaica under 23 team 9-0 with some of Jamaica's best young players. Yes, they did. They did. They slapped us really bad. So we'll see. We'll see how that one goes. And I think it will be embarrassing if we lose the Japan U team. And we'll love to see Low, Moore, and Pinnock playing together at the back. That's actually a back three you're vouching for. I think that shows the development is crucial for the JFF ASAP. It is the most crucial thing. It's something that we have been crying for the longest while, about development of the youngsters, and also on that level. Chris Smith said, big up tactical. Theo said, I would not, the USL thought, the USL, what is that? Teddy, big up Ted Lee. Yeah, but Lambert alone, I doubt it. Lambert alone would be able to do the job. Yeah, he was born in Montego Bay. He played for us, Suzuki. That's who I'm talking about. The half black, half Japanese striker. He's half Jamaican. Okay. Big up photos for Jamaica. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. As I said, this won't be a long stream. I don't want it to be a long stream. I want it to be a short one. Just giving you guys insight on the Japan team and also the Serbia team. The Japan team is a very, very strong team. We ran through just the under 23 team, and we're seeing players in the Japan team that are playing for top teams across Europe. The Serbia team, and we obviously know that the Serbia team outclassed us with quality. I mean, totally outclassed us. Players from Sevilla, Panathinaikos, Etafe, Real Madrid, an abundance of talent, people, top class. Thank you very much for tuning in. A lot of respect, but it will be very much embarrassing for me if we lose to the Japan under 23 team. But people, thank you very much, people. Military Guna TV, smash the like button, guys, and respect for coming in. Guess what? I am out.